In 7.2, we are looking at exceptions to Mendel's rules of inheritance. So complex patterns of inheritance. Phenotypes can depend on interactions of alleles. So you have incomplete dominance where neither allele is completely dominant nor completely recessive over one another. So this is going to be where you tend to see a mix of the two alleles in the offspring. So heterozygous phenotype is determined between the two homozygous phenotypes. Homozygous parental phenotypes not seen in the F1 offspring. So it shows a picture of some fish down here that you end up seeing a mix of the two, where it's like the lighter blue and then the one has like a black head with blue at the end, and now you see a mix of like blue between the two and a black head for that fish. A good example are in real life snapdragon flowers. If you take a red flower and a white flower and have them cross, it's going to produce a pink flower. So we will do some examples of these in class. Another one is codominance. And codominance is going to be where both alleles are completely expressed at the same time. And codominant, the alleles once again are neither dominant nor recessive. When they're there, they're both going to show. An example of this would be blood types. You have blood types A, B, AB, or O. So if a parent ends up giving the A, one parent gives the A allele and the other parent gives a B allele, their child is going to show both A and B antigens in the blood. So that is an example of codominance. This is also an example of one that it's really not mentioned here in the PowerPoints, but it's what's known as multiple alleles. So you can see that there's more than one allele. You've got allele for A, you've got allele for B, and you've got the where there's no allele on it at all. So there's three alleles controlling this one that are part of this one gene. So, and that's what it's saying right there. Many genes are going to have more than two alleles. So the human blood type is an example of both of those, the multiple allele and the codominance. So many genes may interact to produce one trait. We call this polygenic. So polygenic traits are produced by two or more genes. And an example is eye color for individuals. You've got at the bottom there the three genes, the BAY1, BAY2, and the gay one, and you end up with any combination of those are going to give you different colored eyes for the individual. Skin color, height, those are other examples of ones that are polygenic. An epistatic gene can interfere with other genes. So this could end up leading to like what you see here, the albino animals, where it's going to interfere with other things that are going on in that animal. The environment interacts with the genotype. So phenotype is a combination of the genotype and the environment. So the genotype is going to help determine what trait you would see, but the environment can do that as well. So the sex of sea turtles depend on both the gene and the environment. Depending on the temperature, that is going to end up determining what sex the turtles are going to be. Height is an example of a phenotype strongly affected by environment as well. So that is the end of the notes for section 2.